So we got actually like an early look here from Blizzard on Wowhead from the hero talents in the War Within. I'm very hyped for the War Within. Just gonna go through this real quick, see what this is about, because this definitely piques my interest majorly. Let's see what's going on, because like this whole system from the little sneak peek at BlizzCon, it did look pretty cool. The War Within expansion introduces hero talents as a new update to World of Warcraft classes. So from like what I can recall, it's kind of like you can kind of become, for example, like more tanky as a feral, or like more like a boom. You can kind of like specify or go more specifically into certain playstyles. That's kind of like what I think it is from like what I saw from it. It's basically like, I guess, a bit like Covenants, but a bit different. More like class, more just based on your actual class. They're an evergreen form of character progression for each class spec, which is good, because when things are not evergreen, they like come and go. One expansion, they're gone. Like most systems that have come to the game the last, many expansions. So yeah, that's good. They're an evergreen form of character progression for each class spec that introduces new powers and class fantasies. Feedback is critical to us as a part of creating an impactful and fun addition to the game. So we're sharing our goals for hero talents with the community to get first impressions of them and learn how well we're meeting those goals. Okay, well, let's go through it. Let's give some feedback. What are hero talents? Hero talents are new self-contained talent trees that our players unlock access at level 71. Okay, so the expansion is going to be from 71 to 80, and I guess you're going to, just kind of get those as you level up to 80. Hero talents build on the abilities and talents of the current classes and specs. Players can choose a single hero talent tree to activate on a character, and these talents can be changed in the same way class talents can be changed currently in the game. All right. So yeah, it's nice. Like very freely changeable. It's going to be like in the middle. That's good. There are 3 hero talents trees for each class, excepting Druid with a 4... Wait. Accepting Druid. It shouldn't be except Druid with 4 and Demon Hunter with 2. Okay. So, guys, we actually get 4 as Druid. Damn. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work for Druid. Each spec has 2 hero talent trees they can choose between. Okay. So, yeah, like, Feral will have 2. So, it's going to be 1 that you can't access, which makes sense when it comes to, like, the formation of, like, the actual tree. For example, where's the 3 hero talents tree options? Slayer, Colossus, and Mountain Thane. Fury's access to Mountain Thane, and Slayer Protection's access to Mountain Thane and Colossus. Okay. Yeah. So both Fury and Arms can be Colossus, but Prot cannot be Colossus. It can be Slayer or Mountain Thane like this. That's cool. There are 11 nodes in a hero talent tree. The first of these unlocks with the system at level 71. You can earn 1 talent point per level from level 71 to 80. Okay, cool. Cool. So just kind of get it, as the level. Should be nice. Can have, power increase as you kind of go up. One thing I miss about, like, the old kind of trees, like, every level you felt something. It's like, boom, nice. I got this now. Now I got this. Here's the Druid tree. Keeper of the Grove. This seems to be, like, kind of a healing thing. I mean, we can't really tell much from this. I think at BlizzCon, they actually, like, showed, like, what these things do, if I recall. What to expect from hero talents. Each hero talent tree starts with a keystone talent that introduces the core mechanic and concept of the tree. This can be a new ability, an enhancement to an existing ability or cooldown, or a new buff you can trigger. The bottom talent of each tree is a capstone talent that builds on the core themes of the tree or adds a new power to the keystone. Each tree will offer or modify some class ability and include defensive bonuses that are useful to all specs. I'm hoping as Ferals we can kind of get some more tankiness in this. We're aiming for all trees to be about equal in the amount of utility and defenses they provide. Trees for characters that can take on a tanking role may have some additional defense bonuses that will be less valuable to healers or damage dealers. Such bonuses to tank talents or cooldowns. 3 or 4 nodes in each tree will be choice nodes where you can choose between 2 options. Okay. So, like, I also think some of these trees will have, like, 1 ability from them, if I recall. Hero talents are meant to add enough damage or healing throughput to be significant without being so important that these new talents overshadow your current class and spec talent tree. That makes sense. You don't want to be, like, where the hero tree is, like, bigger than your normal tree. Choice noids, man. We love those. We love those. Most hero talents trees add new visual effects to classes, both to communicate what they're doing and bring their class fantasies to life. That's cool. However, these are not complete visual reworks. Your class and spec are still the same at their core, and that will continue to come through. All right. Maintaining freedom to choose. We want players to be free to choose the hero talent tree that has the gameplay, visuals, or flavor they prefer. So this is a point that I remember at BlizzCon 2, like, there's going to be Abyss, right? Like, let's say for PP or PV. Usually there's going to be Abyss. I really hope it's going to be a thing where you'll see different players, like, doing different things. Our goals for both options to feel similar effective in Raid, Dungeons, Mythic Plus, and PvP. Guys, they mentioned PvP. Dude, imagine if they just went, like, Raid, Dungeons, yeah. And the new system. But no, they mentioned PvP. Let's go. We're working to avoid abilities or bonuses in hero talents that could make a certain tree feel required for activities where we can. That's good. I like that. But also, for some players, prioritizing total throughput is the most important thing to them, even if the difference between choices seems small. That's okay, but keeping hero talents balanced close is one of our priorities so that players can play what they prefer and still be viable in any content. All right. I like that. Yeah, that's good. We'll see. Like, you know, usually you'll have a, you know, like a biz thing form. But I'm sure it's going to be situational changes. I wonder, like, what it's going to be like. So if I save a build with hero talents, it's going to be saved to that. Dude, we're going to need so many different build options, man, maybe. For different scenarios. How we choose hero talent concepts. Since we announced hero talents at BlizzCon, it's been great to see all the conversations and speculations surrounding the 39 hero talent titles, where they share some of the thinking that went behind choosing those concepts. Each hero talent concept must be appropriate for both specs that can use it. That makes sense. Like, for example, like here, right? Against protection, you know, like Colossus is more a thing for like arms and fury, probably more of a like pure DPS thing. Mountain Thane sounds like more like something that the proc could also do. Of course, we're gonna see like the actual talent, but it makes sense that kind of one won't be available for certain specs. Each talent concept must be appropriate for both specs that can use it. Some concept builds on overlaps. Some concepts build on overlaps and abilities for flavors between the two specs that can use it, like Colossus for Warriors, which are as mighty as Warriors and as imposing as Prot Warriors. Wanted to make sure that we could deliver on their fantasy with the World of Warcraft classes. That's good. Blade Masters, man. Just wouldn't be Blade Masters without all the abilities like Windwalk and Mirror Image. But those abilities don't fit in a Warrior's toolkit. Lastly, there are several iconic character archetypes that are strongly tied to specific races and factions, such as Keeper of the Grove or Mountain Thane. Yeah, Mountain Thane is like really freaking torn, huh? It's exciting to embody these storied archetypes, but we want to ensure that the characters of every race and faction can see themselves as those archetypes. Open to feedback on what feels good for characters versus what is frustrating. I guess gameplay and hero talents, the final parts. We have several goals for what it feels like to play World of Warcraft with hero talents. Here's some of our guiding principles for how they affect your capabilities, your rotation, while you pay attention in combat, and your user interface. Would like to say that on the team that our goal for hero talents gameplay is for them to make you what you are, but more. Okay, so it's like, you know, more just like enhancing what's already there instead of like adding something brand new. Which, yeah, I like that. We know that many of you may have long histories with your favorite classes, and you play them because you like their gameplay and the spells and abilities that matter in their rotation. True. For me, big bites, okay? I love big bites. I can't lie. That's why I don't like SOD, man. There's no freaking bites for Feraldred there, dude. Whether it's spinning the plates of Afli, the cycles of Arcane, or the frenetic reactivity of Fury, hero talents don't override what matters for class. You should feel like you're playing your spec with a twist or a boost, and not as if the things you care about have become unimportant or been replaced. Hero talent tree that might add new behavior or bonuses to sustainability, like Keepers of the Grove, bonuses to Force of Nature, and the Grove Guardian Trends. They might occasionally reset the cooldown on abilities or replace spells with more powerful versions. Okay. They might make it easier to maintain important buffs or grant additional resources at key moments. I think it's a very cool concept, man, like in general. I wonder when we're going to get like the War Within beta and like alpha, I guess. One thing that we're keeping a close eye on is complexity. Classes in WoW have a lot of abilities and talents, and there's a lot to learn about. Each one hero talents to add new fun without creating new burdens. That's true. Like, I think often, like, when you add something new, it could be cool in a way, but it could also, like, add, like, a lot of burden. You know, like, a lot of kind of, you know, like something you have to do or, like, have to play or whatever, which is not optimal. Either in customizing your playing character, most hero talent trees do not add new buttons that players will need to add. So I'm sure there's going to be some buttons to their action bar or find a new keybind for. There'll be additional opportunities for players to express their skill, but we're not trying to add things like complex maintenance buffs that increase the cognitive load for everyone playing class. That's good, because I don't think like WoW really like needs to be more complicated, at least for like new players. So most of the choices a player will make about how complex they want the rotation to be will continue to be made in their class and spec talent trees. Some hero talents do require you to take certain talents in your class or spec trees to access their power. This is often because those talents fit the flavor and theme of what specific hero talent tree. Of that specific hero talent tree. The Mountain Thane Warrior tree enhances Avatar and Thunderclap. Templar Paladin gives an extra power to Wake of Ashes, and the Loon's Chosen Druids can cast a particular strong Fear of a Loon. I like remember saying that, I think, on the BlizzCon panel. However, a hero talent tree will only ever require or enhance a small number of class or spec talents. It's important to us that there's still freedom in customizing your class build. Over the coming months, we'll be sharing full designs for hero talent trees from the War Within. We're excited to hear what you think of them. We're starting things off by sharing the first set of trees here. Below, you'll find the hero talents for Sand Lane Death Knights, Chrono Warden Evokers, Lightsmith Paladins, and Mountain Thane Warriors. Wait, Mountain Thane, you're right. Let's see Mountain Thane real quick. So Fury / Prot Warrior. Fury / Prot Warrior, man. Damaging enemies with a Thunderclap, Revenge, and Raging Blow. Actually, has a 10% chance to also strike one with a Lightning Bolt. What? It's like a friggin' enhancement Shaman and Fury Warrior, dude. And they occur more often during Avatar. Ground Current. Lightning Strikes also deal low damage to enemies near the targets. Storm Shield. Q-Pop? It's not a Q-Pop. It's like an invite. Oops. That's kind of cool, man. Avatar of the Storm. Casting Avatar grants 2 charges of Thunder Blast and resets the cooldown of Thunderclap. Oh, dude. Lightning Strikes can proc your Avatar. The next Thunderclap becomes a Thunder Blast that deals Storm Strike damage. Dude, this in general like looks really, really cool. Man, I can't wait to see Druid, dude. But guys, that's it though. Little preview. Very, very cool stuff. The War Within should be good. I mean, it's going to be out in what, 10 months? Some of that, who knows?